The Ms. Pac-Man Mega Drive port by Tengen is a bit of a confusing one. The game originally released in July 1991 in the US, but didn't make its way to PAL territories until 1995, which explains the use of the blue bubble box art design. It also explains the reason why the game does not play nice with 6-button Mega Drive controllers, being one of the few games that requires you to hold the mode button on boot to force the controller into 3-button mode. The port itself is a really interesting one in that it is the most feature-rich version of the game ever released. The game features multiple difficulties, map designs, and the use of a boost to allow Ms. Pac-Man to reach greater speeds, useful if you're being hunted by the more aggressive ghosts. Ms. Pac-Man is an interesting title in itself in that it was first developed as an unofficial conversion kit for the original arcade release of Pac-Man, and originally called Crazy Otto. This version of the game was developed by a team called General Computer Corporation, who shopped the game to Midway, who bought the rights and published it as a sequel to Pac-Man in the US. Midway at the time had publishing rights to Namco's arcade offerings in the US, giving Ms. Pac-Man a bizarre official status as a Pac-Man game that was never sanctioned by series creator Toru Iwatani. Ms. Pac-Man plays largely the same as the original game, except now the mazes change their layouts every few stages, and the fruit pickups now roam around the map, meaning you don't always have to aim for the same spot whenever they appear. Outside of this, it has the same pellet-munching, ghost-chasing action of its predecessor. The Mega Drive version is a great adaptation that allows players to tweak the game even further thanks to the multitude of options we're presented with on the main menu. Big maps, little maps, crazy maps, boosting, and a variety of difficulty options make this one hell of a package for Pac-Man fans. Crazy difficulty is certainly an experience, as it not only speeds up the ghost movement, but also Ms. Pac-Man's, making the whole game feel like it's being played on fast forward. The only downside is that there's no way to play the game where you can have full view of the entire maze, meaning scrolling is necessary for every single maze. It's not a massive downgrade, but it does mean that you can't really strategize your movements as well as you could with the arcade game. Sadly, this was a regular occurrence for home versions of Pac-Man, and you just had to grin and bear it. But it's definitely worth grinning and bearing it for this port, because it's a fantastic version of the game that Pac-Man fans will have a great time with.